The Ravens and the Steelers. Oh, boy. So they were supposed to play on Thanksgiving. Then COVID outbreaks happened, and the game got moved to Monday. Then more COVID happened. More positive tests came to light. And the game is now scheduled for not Monday and not Thursday, but now Tuesday. And I am begging the NFL, please move this game. Please do not let the Steelers play the Ravens on Tuesday. I know it's silly. Like, why would you ask that? Currently, as it stands, the Ravens are going to be playing not only with a bunch of other players out with COVID and all kinds of stuff. I mean, the COVID protocols mean that the Ravens are going to be basically playing with a bunch of guys off the street when they play the Pittsburgh Steelers on Tuesday. They're also not going to have their starting quarterback, Lamar Jackson. Now, the Steelers have some players on the COVID reserve list as well, but the Ravens have been hit very, very hard. And what's sad is this was going to be a really great game. And so I would rather play it later when both teams can have all their players. It's going to be a real interesting matchup because nobody wants to watch backups. I don't want to watch the Steelers decimate a practice squad group of guys for the Ravens. And you can't cancel or forfeit the game because, I mean, financially, what do you do? I mean, it's really confusing financially because you need the revenue, but also how do you pay people that didn't play in a game? Like, what do you do there? What happens to game checks? Who gets money? Who doesn't? And people want the Ravens to forfeit because they had a bunch of guys who are they're most decimated by COVID in this game. They also had somebody who appeared to really heavily break protocols. But again, I don't think you can forfeit. It's just you need the game to be played for revenue, for how to distribute the revenue, and then also you need the revenue from the game. The NFL, you don't want to miss out on one of the games worth of revenue. It doesn't make any sense. So my proposal, my thought is let's add not 1, but 2 weeks to the NFL season because you need 1 for this game. And then also, why not just add an extra week, a buffer, in case other stuff goes wrong? It can't hurt to leave your options open in case more COVID happens and more things go wrong. Remember, winter's coming, quite literally. COVID's supposed to get worse when you're inside during the cold. And I think the NFL should play it safe here. Add another week, move the game. I also, again, I am pleading people. I don't want to watch the Steelers play a really bad, banged-up Ravens. It was going to be a good game. The Ravens are interesting. The Steelers are undefeated. Like, please, I want a good game here. I don't want an easy win by the Steelers. It's not fun to watch. Now, Pittsburgh fans are really, really mad. They're like, it's unfair. It's unfair. The NFL hates us. It's all this. The NFL's out to get us. That's what I've been hearing from Pittsburgh a lot right now. And no, nobody's out to get you. I think it's actually a good life lesson where sometimes stuff just goes wrong. Sometimes there are things you cannot control that are, and often things that are out of your control go wrong. And life is not fair. But let me tell you, my brother died 4 years ago. Was that fair? I mean, that's an extreme example, but so many times things happen outside of your control that you have nothing to do with. It wasn't your fault. You didn't ask for it. You're the victim. But how do you handle that? How do you deal with that moment? That's what's really important here. And I think Pittsburgh needs to kind of wake up and realize, hey, you got to learn how to deal with it. Because rather than seeking blame or, having a conspiracy that someone's out to get you, like, we're undefeated. They just want to take us out or they want to screw us over. I understand. Pittsburgh's mad. They lost their bye week. They had a couple of games moved. I understand why everybody, players, coaches, fans, I understand why Pittsburgh is frustrated. But I think it was an unavoidable occurrence. I mean, again, there are times where things happen you can't control that go wrong, and it hurts you. Doesn't make it fair. It's not fair, but that's also life. And so I think people need to realize, hey, rather than seeking blame, deal with it, do the best you can, handle whatever situation comes your way the best you possibly can, and nobody's out to get you. In fact, I think, I personally, if the Steelers go undefeated, oh my God, I would love that. It'd be awesome. In fact, how cool would it be if the Steelers really did what the Patriots could not do a couple years ago, go 19-0. It'd be unbelievable. They got 9 games left to go. I don't think they will. It's just too hard. But I would love it if they did. If the Steelers went undefeated, won 19 games in a row, won the Super Bowl, I'd love that. No one's out to get Pittsburgh. But remember, don't seek blame. Deal with the situation you're dealt, and no one's out to get you.